What's up, guys? Joe Mackey here, IFBB Pro. I'm over here in London, Ohio at elitefts right now. Badass gym, badass facility. I'm actually going to walk through some things as far as some things I've used in regards to help me achieve a 910-pound deadlift, which I hit last year at CT Fletcher's event. Mainly, really, the principle that I want to put behind this is the mindset of things. I talk about that a lot in regards to not just the deadlift, but my training style in general. Anytime I've ever done a PR, it's literally me getting into the right mindset days before. When you're doing some serious heavy weight, when I kind of start getting up to 840, 850, all the way up to 900 pounds, it literally required days of mental preparation. Prior to a workout in general, when I'm doing chest, shoulders, legs, it's that same type of mindset, but it's not necessarily the one that I use when I'm hitting these PRs. That's a whole other level. I'll get more into that as far as it goes. I'm gonna kind of show and walk through some stuff as far as what I think about when I'm walking up to the bar, when I'm setting up for each lift. I'm a conventional puller. I do use straps. My coach is Jailhouse Strong. We've been working together since probably about the last year and a half. And reason we use straps, obviously, I'm still a professional bodybuilder, so I still have, of course, plans to compete on the pro stage. And we do that more as a reason just to obviously avoid injury. And obviously, I still plan on competing here in the next year or so. So using both overhand grip with straps is the best way to go about doing that, of course, while hitting PRs as well, too. But like I said, I do use straps. So I'm not going to go heavy today, not going to do anything crazy. But mainly what I want to do is just line things up in regards to the type of mindset that I have walking up to the bar, what I think about when I get to a certain weight, and then when I get to that top weight, where my mind's at that point as well, too. I'll just do some warm-up reps here. All right, so I think every lifter has a strategy when they're lifting. I've watched some of the great pullers over the years. I knew the Lily Bridges years ago before I even personally knew them this past year. And I say that in regards to the fact that my personal method that I didn't even realize that I do at times, but even when I'm warming up, it's almost like I'm digging my foot in the ground, but I'm not digging my foot in the ground. That's just me getting adjusted. That's just me getting my hips activated, lined up. Obviously, before I even start doing any type of warm up or anything like that, I'm stretching. I've been fortunate enough to work with some really good lifters, learn from them. Did a lot of collaboration with Larry Wheels that showed me a lot about, stretching, getting some movements in there. Of course, my coach, Jailhouse Strong. So you don't see these things, obviously, when I'm doing these PRs. Usually you guys just see the big final set and me repping it out 1 or 2 times. But there's a lot of things that go hand in hand with that prior to those big PR lifts. Warming up is one, of course. And physically, that's one thing. Mentally, it's a whole nother thing as well, too. You have to really, it's crazy because I was having a good conversation with Chris, co-founder of Kabuki Strength, about this a couple weeks ago. But you actually have to know, when to, turn it on mentally. And I was telling him the same thing, that at times when I'm at, 600 pounds, but I'm about to go for an 850-pound PR for reps, a song can come on and I have to tell myself mentally, not yet, because personally speaking, I always have to go to a certain place mentally to hit these big PRs. And if I kind of pre-exhaust myself out, mentally first or too soon, I'm not gonna say it can mess things up because I've never done it. I just know when to turn it on and when to say not yet. So in regards to all of that, there's a lot of different preparation that goes into every workout, for sure every PR, because PRs obviously, you know, these are single rep PR maxes as far as that goes. Prior to a top set PR, you'll see in videos, actually sometimes you don't see it, but usually I'm more of a internal rage, I guess you could say. You know, some people, you know, let it out, some people yell, some people scream. You know, mine is more enclosed. So when I approach the bar, there's a lot of different things that you might see, but it's for a reason as far as like while I'm doing it. One in particular is you'll see me do this. And the reason I'm doing that is because obviously you can roll any type of weight around with your foot like that pretty easily. And even if it's 850 pounds, it's still pretty easy. But I do that to get a feel of the weight. And when I do that, I'm already seeing that it's light, so-called, okay? But that also allows me to, you know, get up there, of course, and realize that it can roll, which this is probably the craziest, dumbest thing to think, that it can roll, so it must be easy, right? But obviously it's gonna roll because it's like wheels, of course, right? And another thing, of course, you'll see me do is taking the slack out the bar. Obviously, we don't have any type of real weight on here, but when you have super heavy weight on there, you know, there's a difference between picking the weight up and then taking the slack off the bar. You know, if there was, let's just say 800 pounds on here, you're gonna get some flex in this bar, and I'm gonna try to do it as the best I can with this single weight on here, but well, I can't do it, but it's pretty much getting the flex out the bar. And you'll see me get the flex out the bar at least about 2 or 3 times. And prior to me doing that, when I wasn't doing it, I can just tell you it makes a huge difference. So for anyone that is entering into heavy deadlifts, getting the flex out the bar makes a night and day difference. So those are really the steps that I use in regards to getting ready for a PR, mentally telling myself, and here's the thing as well too, here's the most important thing I would say to that. Regardless of the weight, when you're doing a PR, you can defeat yourself before you even get to the weight. Any weight that I've ever done, I've always told myself, I'm gonna make this look easy, okay? I don't care if it was 600 pounds for 15 reps, or if it was 850 pounds for 3 reps, or if it was 900 pounds. I never was intimidated by the weight. I always attacked it, and I always looked at it as something that was trying to hold me back. And I don't like being defeated, especially when it's within my power. So every type of PR that I did, inside of my head, I'm cursing the weight out, I'm flipping it off. You know, I'm just developing a certain type of internal rage that allows me that when I get to the bar and I'm getting the flex out, at that point, I'm just ready to destroy it. Now, fell in a PR lift. Have I ever felt a PR lift? Absolutely. The first time I attempted 910 pounds was in Dallas at Destination. And prior to that, I was hitting PR every week after, let's just say every bi-weekly, I was hitting PRs. And I got the 910 pounds, everything went as planned, everything was great. Just the weight kicked my ass, right? I was not happy about that. There was literally nothing I could reflect back on and think about why didn't I hit the weight. It was literally just some heavy ass weight. I got the second attempt to try it, to do it at CT Fletcher's event at Iron Wars a month later. And I went to Iron Wars, and that's when I achieved the 910 pound deadlift. But from that time that I failed to the time that I was going back to do that 910 pounds, it was literally mental preparation from that point when I failed to the time that I was going to get my hands back on it again. So by the time I got back to 910 pounds, I was literally just ready to, you know, if it's I'm not gonna say a person, but if it's anything, I was just ready to like destroy it, you know, and that's what happens. So the mental preparation is just as important as the physical. Obviously you have to have both, but you have to prepare yourself. And if you talk yourself out or give yourself any type of doubt prior to a PR, you're defeated. So a concept that I use with every PR, every lift that I'm doing, every workout that I'm doing is this shit is easy, and I'm about to make it look like 100 pounds, even though it's 800 pounds. So try it out. You guys will love it.
All right, guys, we've got a new limited edition drop, the original Mountain Dog tee that John Meadows had us design from the very beginning. So it's the first tee that he had made. Once again, this is a limited edition item, so when they're gone, they're gone. While I have your attention, you've seen me wear this one in a few podcasts to date. We've been holding back on it. This here, the 4-star tee, I think that's what we call it. It's on the website, new items, also under limited edition. Check out our shoulder saver pads. It's an easy way to do limited restricted range of motion exercises like board press that basically you just pop the pad on the bar, reduces the range of motion, pop it back off when you're done. Thank you guys for the support. Head over to elitefts.com.